How much worse is 7 than 6? Honestly, considering it just came out a week ago and they're gonna fix a bunch of stuff many times between now and like probably several years, I'm thoroughly impressed. Things that kind of were a long log in 6 are quicker, makes more sense. Many things, many things. I could go off on a TED talk. I'm gonna start a list of things I hated in 6. Culture victories, all the little micromanaging of every single little mechanism that played into culture wins. Armies, managing your armies was annoying. Every single unit moves individually, and then God help you if you have to like get through a little choke point between mountains. And then God help you a second time if you have to go back and upgrade your people. And hoarding resources like iron and niter, that was just, the stars have to align and you have to extend the game length to actually have a good, decent war. Those are not problems in 7 anymore. The army commander scoops them all up and they move as one. And the only one that gets promotions is the army commander. And all throughout the era of the Civ that you're being, 1, 2, 3 eras, you have their unique unit. You don't get to use them for like 5 turns and then turn back home and waste valuable time and money and resources upgrading them. Victories, economic victory, didn't have that in 6. That's kind of cool. It needs some fine tuning though, I think. Just some like technical shit. What I prefer about 6 over 7? Traders were simple. Just you make one and you can see up in the top your cap, and then you tell it where to go and it goes, and you don't think about it unless it gets pillaged. They added a couple extra steps here for that, not sure why, but whatever. Oh, another thing, navigable rivers. I've said this TED talk before and I'll say it again. We needed navigable rivers in 6. Otherwise Norway was just useless unless you're on an archipelago map. And another thing, faith isn't a currency anymore. If you decided to build a holy site back then and play your cards right, you could spend it second rate, you know, currency next to gold. They did away with that. There's no religious victory. I was never a fan of religion. Instead, influence gets you a lot. You use influence to befriend city-states, well, turn them into city-states and then be their suzerain. You use it to spy on your neighbors. You use it to make friends with your neighbors. You use it for like a whole host of stuff. So like that's almost like that's like your second rank gold in this game. You can't pet the dog yet. I'm sure that's at the top of their list.